It's the Million Dollar Organizer Show. Tips for professional union organizers. Win more campaigns, balance work and family, and leave the competition in the dust. Now here's your host, Bob Odie.
Hello, union organizers. Today I want to give you some information that I think will help you out, get some ideas on ways that you can get members to help you in your organizing, and also want to turn you on to some books that have helped me along the way that I think will help you. So let's get started. So you're going to need some help when you're out there organizing, and there's some great activities. One thing I did early in my career was started a volunteer organizing committee. So you can get members to serve on your volunteer organizing committee, and then you can ask for their assistance on all kinds of different projects. Picketing job sites, house calling non-union workers, voter registration, phone banking, precinct walking, hand billing, and bannering, just to name a few. These are some of the ways you can get your members fired up, get them into the whole process of organizing so they can see what you do and so they can start to take on some of this responsibility themselves, just so that you can help build the labor movement from it's sort of a grassroots effort. Another thing I want to recommend is that you start your own union organizing library. Everybody should have their books that they enjoy, that they can get some information out of, to get inspired. And I've found some good ones along the way and some not so good ones. I can tell you there's lots of those out there. And that's another reason why I was inspired to write my own books, because I was surprised at the lack of some of the books that are out there. But there's good ones, and I want to turn those on to you. So in my new book, The Million Dollar Organizer, 365 Tips for Professional Union Organizers, I recommended 5 that I thought you should add to your collection right now. Win more union organizing drives. That's something we all need to focus on, winning organizing drives. So Win More Union Organizing Drives by Jason Mann. This book is a guidebook for field organizers. Jason Mann is well acquainted with the daily struggles organizers face when building relationships with workers. So you can put these ideas to work right away. It's available on Amazon. I recommend that book. Number 2. Now this one, I believe, is out of print, but you should try to find it. You can find it on Amazon used. It's called Great Labor Quotations. It's a source book and reader by Peter Boland. Now, Mr. Boland put together a fine collection of quotes from labor's greatest leaders, and it's really inspirational. It's really readable. I think you'll enjoy it. So look for Great Labor Quotations. The third book is called Organize to Win. And if you've taken any labor classes over the years, you've probably had this as, one of the books that they've built their class around. It's Organize to Win, New Research on Union Strategies by Kate Brofenbrenner. And Miss Brofenbrenner has written all kinds of articles and other books on the subject, but this one, Organize to Win, is probably on the syllabus of many organizing classes, and I recommend you check it out. The author supports the use of data in the form of surveys, research, and analysis to gauge workers' attitudes during campaigns. Fourth is another one that's probably out of print, and I don't know why, but it's a great book. It's called The Campaign Guide, The Organizing the Construction Industry by AFL-CIO Building and Construction Trades Department. So if you're organizing in the construction industry, you know there's a lack of books on the subject. But I found this book years ago, and it's just wonderful. It's full of all kind of information that you can use, that you can put together right on your own. Just go to work the next day and put some of these things into practice, and it'll help your organizing in a big way. And you don't have to be just in the construction industry. A lot of these concepts and ideas are on a larger scale. There's a couple that there are other books that are great out there. Mark Breslin's Organize or Die. He put that out in 2003. Business, Marketing, and Communication Strategies for Labor Leaders, Agents, and Organizers. There's one that I no longer recommend, but it might already be in your labor library, and that's Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals. A Pragmatic Primer for Realistic Radicals, New York Vintage Books. And you might ask me, well, Bob, why don't you recommend that one anymore? And I guess it's just as a practicing Catholic, I think some people might say I don't practice enough, but I really got turned off by that book after thinking about it over the years. Right off the bat, he dedicated the book to Lucifer. And that alone right there tells me I don't want anything to do with it. I try to put a little more faith-based belief and just courage behind my organizing. And I've found that over the years, some of those ideas in that book have not helped labor, but instead has hurt labor. And I think we should think about those things as we move forward. What do we really want from the labor movement? How do we want to help other people? Sure, we definitely want to lift up the downtrodden. There's no doubt about it, but there are ways to do it. There's ways that lift everybody up. A rising tide floats all boats. And I believe that very strongly. So those are the ones that I recommend. I hope that you'll find some of these books and really dig into them. Learn as much as you can about union organizing. It really is an awesome topic, is it not? We're really out there helping people as union organizers. It's exciting work. It's fun work. I dreamed about becoming a union organizer when I was out in the field working as an electrician. I thought to myself, if I could go and study that, if I could just get an opportunity to be an organizer for a while, I would really love to do that. And it's turned out to be one of the best things ever. I love organizing, and I bet you do too. So get out there, do the best that you can, and make a difference.
Thanks for listening. We hope that you'll subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen to podcasts. Give us a 5-star review and let us know what you'd like to hear the $1 Million Organizer talk about. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram @Union Organizer. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.